Hi everyone, my name is Ashok Sundaram. I manage the solution architecture team supporting a portfolio of GSI. And today I have with me Ramesh. Ramesh, why don't you introduce yourself and talk a little bit about Wipro and the kind of work it does?
Thank you. Hi, my name is Ramesh Pai. I lead our AWS business at Wipro. And Ashok, thanks for having me here. Happy to be part of the world's largest tech conference here at reInvent. Wipro is a leading technology services and consulting company. We are focused on solving the most difficult, complex digital transformation problems that our clients have. We have a holistic portfolio which covers design, which covers consulting, engineering, and operations. And we help customers realize their boldest ambitions, right? We are a large organization. We are proud of that. We are 250,000 plus in employees. We are over 66 countries. And we help our customers, we help our colleagues, we help our partners thrive in an ever-changing world. That's what we are.
Thanks, Ramesh. It was interesting to hear. And can you tell me a little bit about what Wipro is doing new, considering where the industry is evolving?
Yeah, good question, Ashok. And look, for the years that we have been in existence, we have continued to lead the industry, in terms of the new changes that are happening. As Wipro, we have significantly invested in cloud. I'm part of what we call as Full Stride Cloud. Full Stride Cloud is focused on transformation, which is integrated on applications and infrastructure. It's about bringing newer experiences and innovation on cloud for our customers. The other area, of course, is being an AI-first organization. We have launched AI 360. AI 360 is an initiative where we are investing more than $1 billion in making sure that all our internal platforms, our talent, basically building capabilities around AI and generative AI. This is something which we have been doing for years. And suddenly the shift that you're seeing in the industry and market, we've been ready and we've been leading that change. So it's nice to see everybody's coming along and riding the wave around AI and generative AI.
Thanks, Ramesh. Can you talk a little bit more about how developers are central to everything you do and your focus on delivery excellence?
Wonderful. I think developers have been at the heart of everything we do and the industry in general. Gone are the days where buyers, used to be CXOs. We talk about in our circles how today every process of selling starts with the developers and the architects. And they are at the center of every business. They are center of technology evolution. And we have been focusing on making lives easier for developers. Look, for developers, it's always been about where can I get the best experience in terms of making it easy for them to build. They are builders and they would like to do it, right? But as an organization, as a leading organization, we would also want to make sure what they are doing, they are able to do it in a very secure way. And for our clients, it's very reliable. So it was important for us to build accelerators, build solutions, give some help to our developers so that they can do what they're doing best. We conceived something we call as devNXT.AI quite early. And again, it is around delivery excellence. It is around developer experience, but making sure it's secure and reliable. devNXT.AI, kind of came from the idea where we have so many personas. We have developers, we have architects, and everybody has a certain purpose to achieve. There is a lot of code reuse that can happen. There is a lot of modernization that can happen. There is a lot of remediation that can happen. We don't want everybody to start from scratch. We want people to build on top of what others have done. A developer might have created templates, best practices, some widgets. How can another team start working on it? Every team starts building on, okay, I'm doing a new microservices project where I can learn from what the previous team has done. So what we did with devNXT.AI is we built a workbench, which is essentially a collection of all of this. And it was nice to see how CodeWhisperer came along and how generative code became the center point of everything. And now we have seamlessly integrated devNXT.AI with CodeWhisperer. So in addition to the best practices, templates, the widgets, now developers have ready to access code. We have integrated with various other elements of our platform. For example, code forensics. Code forensics was big on our mind because our enterprise customers always kept asking, how can I make sure that this code is of a higher quality, better quality? How is it becoming better over time? Who are the real SMEs who are contributing and adding value? There was a lot of behavioral patterns over time on code as well as the developers that the customers wanted to look for. And code forensics was our way of guiding it. You have code catalyst, you have code pipelines. Put together devNXT.AI with the help of Workbench, Forensics, Code Whisperers, Catalyst, Pipeline is kind of everything that a developer would need in terms of having the right experience as well as building a secure and reliable code. But this is like the zenith of what a developer would be looking for. It's interesting. Hopefully, the life becomes easier for developers, and they're looking forward to it. With the recent announcements around Q, which is in preview now, can't wait to see what all our developers can achieve.
Seemed interesting. I know you touched a little bit about developer productivity, reusable assets, and like metrics, right? Can you share a little bit more about examples from the real world or customer implementation, right? And what are the kind of benefits you're seeing?
Yeah. See, look, I think irrespective of the industries, whether it is financial services, even manufacturing, high tech, however legacy the code is, or however digital native some of these, tech stacks are, there is definitely an improvement in terms of developer productivity that we have seen. To quote a recent example, it was a cohort of developers that were working on a newer development, which was, a 2-month cycle release that we were working on. When we initially estimated devNXT.AI and CodeWhisperer were not part of our initial planning phase. And when we brought it in, we suddenly saw a 40% jump in terms of how fast something could get done. And again, these are examples. There are many others across industries, and it's a pattern that we are seeing across geographies. And to be true, I think some of our legacy code, which is now getting modernized, is the next frontier for our developers to break and see if they can keep up with these productivity improvements and baselines across those legacy code. And there's no reason why they can't do it. With Workbench being there, with Whisperer being there, and with Q being there now, I think there is a lot of help to tell them how do I convert a legacy, programming language into the most native stack and to get it done sooner. But that's the range of productivity improvements that we are seeing from our developers.
Yeah, that's really interesting to hear the numbers, right? So can you share a little bit more about what is the future roadmap for your platform, devNXT.AI, and where do you see this in the next, let's say, couple of years?
Again, the way Code Whisperer, Code Catalyst, and Code Pipeline is integrated with forensics, and Workbench, I think developers today have everything they can use. But again, a platform, a tool is as good as a developers can make of it. There is still some way that the industry has to go in terms of educating. I know AWS is focusing a lot on trainings and certs, the jams and the hackathons that we are doing to introduce developers to these newer platforms, to tell them how to use them in the best way, right? So that's one of our biggest focus areas, to make sure that all of these platforms are used to its potential. And of course, with Q, we can't wait, to see what complexities can be addressed, what are the newer use cases that we can address. If we can copy paste an old programming language and get a corresponding latest technology stack code in no time in Q, nothing like it. I think Q is going to be something that our developers have been waiting for, so that they don't have to shift into different windows and search, for better ways of doing things. So yes, I think Q is the next frontier for how our teams are going to work with these newer platforms. So training and Q, those are the two things we're looking forward to.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time out and doing this. It's great talking to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a nice day.